Oh, his car, your car.
Well, I did know, yeah.
Well, I haven't seen it yet.
Hold on.
Oh, I have seen it actually. We've started a lunch video straight away in the usual fashion of Boaty wandering off out of the caravan to go and get something, rather than just starting recording when he's ready to sit down. I don't know why he does that. I don't even know how long I'm going to be waiting. I could start eating without him, but I feel awfully rude. Oh, right, he's gone off to go and get his proper cutlery. Cutlery.
I'm so hungry.
I'm so hungry.
I could shit.
I could eat without my cutlery.
There we are. There we are.
There you go. So, welcome to Boaty's lunch video, of which I've been doing most of the talking so far. How are you? Have we had a good day so
Only just
far?
started. No! Well, it's been...
Boaty and I have had a rather eventful day.
Yeah.
And now he's about to open up his can of Coke.
This is a big treat.
And I'm going to have one as well, because I'm so hungry I can't be bothered to go and make a cup of tea, and I am thirsty.
It's a real treat for us to have a bought drink. I can report, my lovelies, that this was a slightly more expensive lunch than usual.
Yes, it was.
Lunch, when it's just the two of us, is normally a tenner. On this occasion, it cost the good captain £12.
And all because I happened to make the mistake of saying, it's a treat. Have whatever you like.
You did?
And I didn't even mean that.
Oh, that's good.
Get over there.
Mm.
So, say grace to the appendally moodly man. What's that? The noodly appendage man. Thank you, dear noodly appendage man, for this late lunch, of which our day's been most definitely wasted, looking a shite car that we most definitely did make the correct decision on not buying.
Yeah, that's... For those who didn't see the live stream, can I try a bit of one of those? I haven't had one of those since I was a kid.
No. So, not only do you have medium chips and a drink at my expense, but then you start eating my food as well.
I haven't had...
Oh, yeah, and large curry sauce.
Too right. I haven't had this since I was a kid, my love. This. I don't know what you call it. What do you call it up here?
Scallop. I think they call it fritters in the south. Or it might be the other way around.
And that is exactly how I remember them. Really, really greasy. And if you eat one, you won't eat the rest of your food.
Ah, right.
Oh, just batter and grease.
Come on, get on the fork.
Yeah, we've been to look at
A ZT
MG
ZT190.
190.
No, it wouldn't have 190 brake horsepower.
It started life as a 190. I don't think it was even putting out 140.
No. A ZT190.
And we travelled over an hour to go and look at and hopefully buy this car. And we had to walk away. There was so much wrong with it. It was tatty. The spoiler was smashed. The front fog light was missing. Something else was missing from the front bumper. It was scratched. The stereo had been cut out. The dash had been cut. No stereo there. But to top all of that, it needed a new engine. Now,
Yeah.
I would have still bought it.
Well,
And must have put his foot down and said, no, we're not allowed.
the smoke screen, it started it up, it was chuffing a bit. Then we actually watched him drive it away, and it was like the James Bond smoke screen. It was that bad. It was utterly shagged.
Mustard is fairly convinced that there's no chance the car would have got us back here to the yard. Still, it's...
And here's the thing. Now, that chap, he said he drove it back from London. But he also said that he can't be bothered with it because he doesn't bother with cheap cars. He deals with cars worth about 20
or 30,000 pounds,
yeah.
Yeah.
But he could be bothered to go to London to go and pick something up to sell for 900.
The story doesn't add up, does it?
No.
Shame.
And I don't really trust anyone selling a car that doesn't give you the address. That's the first thing. That's the first... To be honest, that whole thing was just ringing alarm bells the whole way.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree, but could have been a nice car and it was cheap, so had to check it out. I'm actually quite sad because it's an MG ZT190. They deserve to be saved. Had nice wheels.
Yeah. Well, the ones that weren't curved.
Yeah. Same alloys as is on Minge Bag.
But bigger. Bigger Minge Bag. Do you know what? That is an excellent name for a car.
What, a bigger Minge Bag? Or just Minge Bag?
Minge Bag.
This is a good name, isn't it?
Oh no, why would I put curry sauce on pie?
Oh, that's good and proper, I think.
No. Is that any good?
Yeah, it's grand. Not my first choice of pie. I'd have preferred beef and onion. Which curry sauce did you go for?
Chinese.
No.
It's Chinese style, isn't it?
Exotic.
Not really. The other day, somebody on Facebook posted, does anybody know of any good Chinese in Rochdale? And I thought, seriously, are you asking that? So racist.
Hey. I'm addicted to that Rochdale community page.
Which one's that?
I forget what it's called.
Good. You're addicted to it, huh?
It's one of those pages where people who used to write to the newspaper now post in there, I think it's disgusting that blah blah blah.
Oh yeah. Oh, not the kind of thing.
They should be ashamed of themselves, and I love them because I reply to them when I'm drunk. And I usually pretend to be the person that they're having a go at.
It's just as well you don't live anywhere nearby, isn't it? Well, the
Facebook groups bring a lot of joy to the world. And you can't talk. You're just as bad. Yeah, you reply to all of those spam posts that are just trying to get your details.
No. I don't give them my details.
Oh, I know. Oh. You've got a beard and what's a beard and banger sticker doing on Sir George Roger Boaty?
That was just vandalism as far as I'm concerned.
Did you not put it there?
No.
Did Simon put it there when doing the social?
Yeah, I reckon. Well, I know.
Well, what a thing. Anyway, I was asking you, what do you think of the... you haven't watched the video last night. What do you think of the car?
Ah, right, I see. Yep, it's nice.
Of course, it's interesting that I put my video on the car out last night, but you chose to watch Joseph.
You know what? I've said this to you before, and I'll say it again.
I don't enjoy watching your videos.
No. I'm not going to say I don't enjoy watching your videos, because most of them say me. I still don't watch them. I only tend to watch YouTube on the TV, and that means just watching what's recommended. So I don't tend to go searching very often. Oh gosh. I did search for somebody. What is it? Oh yeah, Joseph Lloyd. I searched for Joseph Lloyd on the TV last week because you mentioned about his tweed jacket reviews. I thought, well, I haven't seen any of those, and I'd quite like to see some.
Right.
And now I have.
Now you have?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
I did. What are you laughing at?
You're on film, you weren't going to say anything else.
The hedgehog of truth nearly knocked your can of Coke over.
I genuinely enjoyed the tweed jacket reviews.
Well, yeah.
And I'm sure you did as well.
Here's a question though.
Okay.
How long has Joseph Lloyd not been talking about diesels? Because he mentioned it even on that video. And diesel wasn't even relevant.
Well, it seems to be forever. What's interesting is that you're not allowed to talk about them in real life with him either.
Oh no.
Not just when you're making a video. This is true. We were talking about our cars. I was saying, yeah, and of course I've got the Freelander now. I've got a facelift Freelander 1 in HSE spec. He said, interesting. He said, is it diesel? I said, no, it's is it petrol? And I said, no, it's diesel. It's the M47 of course. And he said, can't talk about that. So you have to admire his principles.
Yeah, it's easy to stick with him if he's not actually capable of talking about them.
When did ULEZ come in?
Depends on where.
Because that's how long he'll have been not talking about them. Because that's why he doesn't talk about them. Because they were banned from London, effectively.
Right.
Now, the interesting thing about Sir Richard Morris, or one of the many interesting things, is that he's ULEZ compliant.
Yeah. Did you mention to Mr. Lloyd that
I was secretly in love with him. Oh.
That's why it's called Sir Richard Morris.
It's on film.
Right. Oh, yeah, of course.
Eh?
Honestly, I'd quite like to catch up on some of your videos one day when I've got nothing to do.
No, I don't mean it's on my video.
It's on his?
It's on his,
right.
Whenever that comes out. It might have already.
I'll make sure I watch it.
It's going out on a very vague vlog apparently, and his... I'm so sorry. His VVVs go out to his channel members, and the rest, but he holds them back for like a month. For the
so
rest
there's nothing else to go up. Right, well, because it's a good idea. I wanted to have a video every day, and a video every day without fail, and I've never really managed that. I also wanted to have a video every day that goes out at the same time, and I still haven't managed that either. But in principle, or in theory, that's why I don't like Coke. As long as you're doing more than one a day, it should be easy to do. But I have a habit of getting a bit too excited by the one that I've just done. And I post it at whatever time it goes up.
Oh, that could be Derek news.
Good point.
Derek news.
It's not.
Oh. Non-Derek news.
It's Facebook news.
Oh.
Which is the most important of all news. Oh, blimey. Well, more people asking to join my group. And by the way, on Boaty's followers, there are various groups out there dedicated to certain channels. One of them being Boaty's World, and the other is Project Nigel. Forget about the rest of them. Oh, someone from Kentucky wants to join my group.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. There we go. 4 new.
You're catching me up.
On what? On the Facebook thing?
On the group, yeah.
Well, you know why? People are actually interested in mine. Jesus, you must be hungry.
I'm starving.
That never happens. I always beat you in the food race.
Did you know about that? You know that guy who was sent to prison for rape?
What guy?
He's a guy.
Right.
He was sent to prison for rape.
Oh! And then he's released because he didn't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Did you know that he was being charged for his accommodation?
Nope.
Yeah. According to a law that was not too long ago, even though he was wrongfully convicted, he has to pay for every day that he stayed in the facilities. So he has to pay his board and food. What do you think about that?
What do you think about that?
What do I think?
Wait, no, I was just copying you.
Oh, right, okay.
Well, is he going to be due a great big sum of money for his wasted life?
Another new law means that the sum of money he will get is going to be capped. And that's if he gets it. It's a 2-year process to see if he qualifies for it. And the amount would be capped at 1 million quid.
Well, 1 million quid's quite a lot.
So 17 years in Choky, having boiling water poured on you every day.
what if you could argue that you are, you know, a very clever entrepreneur, and you could have easily have made that in a couple of years if he wasn't banged up.
I was outraged. He went on telly, you see, and he was talking about the compensation. He said, well, you have to jump through a load of hoops to show that you're eligible. And he said, and that can take up to 2 years.
No farting in the caravan. I thought that was the rule.
It is. It is, but I'm too fat to move. And
you are genuinely disgusting.
So, and whatever his compensation is,
yeah.
then they take a load off for his board and lodging. Except there was such a public outcry when he told people this that they've said, okay, we'll change that.
Right.
And they've rescinded that law. I thought that was fucking outrageous.
Yeah.
How much do you think that somebody should get for being wrongly locked up?
No, mate. I honestly have never thought about this particular situation before.
Well, it can happen to any of us.
Well, yeah, I know.
I was talking about this on a live stream.
It's not just the time.
As usual, when I discuss anything serious on the live stream,
people...
Simon's always first to go, well, I didn't come here for this. I'm not listening to this serious debate about issues that aren't fun. I'm going. And then he goes.
Does it? What?
Yeah, every time I do it.
Planting pistols?
Yeah. It's spanking plankton. Get it right.
You should never spank plankton.
What if it's been really naughty? Have we done this? Were you beaten as a child?
Beaten.
Well, smacked.
I got a slipper a few times.
Oh, who gave you the slipper?
Well, head teachers, etc.
Oh, at school. Do you think that's an appropriate thing to beat a child with?
Well, there could be worse things you could use.
It seems an odd thing to use. Why was a slipper chosen?
Probably because you can't really do any proper harm, but it'll sting.
Right.
So it'll hurt more than, you know, whereas a cane, of course, you can really sort of damage skin with, can't you?
Oh, yeah.
And a whip, yeah? Or one of those chains with a ball with spikes on them. They stopped using that in school a long time ago. There's a skull smasher thing.
Mr. Armstrong, and that's genuinely his name, I'm not joking.
What's wrong with that?
Well, you're going to find out in a minute.
Right.
Mr. Armstrong, who was a year ahead in my middle school, he used to smack with his bare hand.
Oh.
Do you think that's weird?
Yeah, a bit. Did he remove items of clothing as well first?
No. And he was right-handed. So if it was a third year that he was smacking, he'd only use his left hand. But if it was a fourth year, they'd get the right hand. They'd get the full strength. And then if you went to the deputy head, Mr. Pitt, he used to hit you with a size 13 rugby boot.
Right.
With studs in it.
Okay, so...
And he used to take a run-up. And his run-up was curved. He didn't run straight at you.
Oh, you knew what he was doing.
Yeah. You used to have to bend up, because he was a science master as well as being deputy head. And they used to have to bend over his science desk thing. And he would go back like that, take a curved run-up. Genuinely. And we all used to watch it through his window. So, you know, the bottom is there. And he'd go, and he'd take this long, thundering run-up with the rugby boot raised and then whack.
Gosh.
Yeah. Oh God.
That's how you get great minds out of small people, isn't it? That level of discipline, that level of fear.
What were you giving the slipper for?
I don't remember.
Ah, you do. You do. You're just choosing not to answer it. Tell the hedgehog. What were you giving the slipper for? Oh God, I just want to sleep now.
Careful.
Oh. Oh God, I'm so full. I'm as full as a bishop's ball bag.
I think you've used that one before.
Oh, you do it all the time.
Well, a bishop's ball bag wouldn't be that full then, would it?
Oh yeah, and thanks for that.
Thanks for what?
Well, it's a genuine thanks and a sarcastic thanks. The genuine thanks is for saving me the roof spoiler. The sarcastic thanks is... I think I promised this to Father Hackett. That did make me laugh. That did make me laugh.
That's the idea, mate.
I see there was a bit of interest in the caravan. A couple of people asked how much. I mean, it's worth less now, obviously.
Was it?
And it's got a Beards and Bangers sticker on it. It's got to devalue it, surely.
We'll burn that off. That is too greasy, that.
They are well greasy, aren't they?
Yeah. But...
Are you not going to eat it?
No, not yet.
Oh, you're going to save it?
I'll save it and see whether I do want to eat it. I mean, it might just be a waste of time saving it, but at least I'll have the opportunity to eat it later on.
That's what it's all about, isn't it? It's just creating the opportunity. I've eaten so much it hurts.
I feel like that as well. It's not that much though,
and I've eaten it quickly. Yeah, but we wolfed it, didn't we?
Yeah. Yeah, it was a bit of a rush job, that, wasn't it? I don't know why.
It's just starving. I get all excited about Monday lunch. I'm excited about next Monday.
Yeah.
Neither of us are paying.
Oh yeah, I genuinely can't remember what it was for, by the way.
What was for?
The slipper.
Oh, can you not?
No. I think it happened possibly 3 times.
3 times?
And I don't remember being a bad boy at school.
You surprised me there.
Why?
Well, you didn't strike me as the type who would be getting into that sort of trouble.
Well, I didn't think I was. I wasn't cheeky to teachers.
Have you ever read, well, the film is Kes, but the book was called A Kestrel for a Knave.
Nope, and we've done this conversation before, so let's not do it again.
Yeah, but there was a bit that we haven't done before when that lad was given the stick by Mr. Grice when he hadn't done anything.
Oh, right. Well, he didn't deserve it.
No.
No.
He was sent by his teacher to deliver a message to the headmaster. And so he's standing outside the headmaster's office waiting to be called in. And also outside the headmaster's office are people that have been sent, a boy that's been sent to the headmaster to get the cane.
Right.
And so the boy said to the other boy, "What are you doing here?" He said, "I'm just delivering a message." He said, "Here, take my cigarettes." Because he'll check my pockets, and if he finds the cigarettes, he'll give me 2 extra strokes.
Right.
So the other kid took the... When the headmaster came out, he said, "Right, both of you in here." Thought they were both sent there for... "Turn out your pockets." And of course, the other kid's got the cigarettes. So he got 8 whacks for just delivering a message. and the kid who did deserve it only got 6.
Right.
That's interesting, isn't it?
It is, actually, yeah.
There's a lot of injustices like that in the world, aren't there?
There are a lot of injustices. And maybe this point that he was making before about the capped payout for people that don't deserve to go to prison is all part of the world's full of injustices. Get used to it.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, there's stuff that you can get over in 17 years out of your life. I mean, he went to prison when he's 40 and he's now 57. So, you know, his life's over, basically.
Yeah.
His arsehole's going to be like a 50p piece.
Well, we're having a rather serious conversation, aren't we? But what I would say is, if did he have a life beforehand? Did he have a family or anything like that?
I'm honestly not sure.
Because I mean, that obviously, if he had a family, he probably wouldn't have one now because they're not really going to believe him, are they?
No.
So it's more than just losing.
And this is what I was talking
years.
about on the live stream, because there's no answer to it. You can't have serious conversations on live streams. Not with my audience anyway. They won't stand for it.
Oh no.
But there's no answer to this that I'm aware of. But I raised a couple of points. One is that it's ridiculously easy for somebody's life to be ruined mendaciously. So any woman can accuse a man of rape, and that guy's life is effectively over, especially if he's in the public eye. Just the accusation is enough to finish everything. You know, if you're a politician or whatever, then you've got to resign. And there could be absolutely nothing in it whatsoever. And then ultimately, when it does go to trial, how can you ever be sure that you've got the right result? Because it's only ever going to be, it's only ever going to be one person's word against another. How do you make sense of that? How is it possible to decide which one is telling the truth? You can't even have like DNA evidence, because all that will show is that sex happened.
Yeah.
That doesn't, you know, nobody's going to know whether it was consensual or not, apart from the two people who were there. And if they've both got a different story, how do you arrive at the truth?
It's a very difficult one to actually say entirely what you think without somebody somewhere finding it offensive.
Oh, don't worry about that.
But obviously these things do happen, but I think a lot of the time they happen, and some women may regret what they did, and the easiest way around it is to say that they didn't actually want that to happen. That is about as controversial as I'm prepared to get, because I'm going to end up getting sacked off of your bloody video before I even get on my own if I'm not careful. I bet they've left the gate open.
And the other thing I spoke about was trial by jury. And just the idea, you know, is trial by jury, should it, in this day and age, should it be a thing of the past? Because 12 people who were just picked off the street at random, they've got no training, or, you know, what about them makes them suddenly suitable to decide whether somebody should be killed or not?
Well, it's all about impartiality, isn't it?
Yeah, but impartiality doesn't necessarily mean it give insight. You know, it could be somebody who watches 4 soap operas per night, every night. What's that person going to... What are they going to bring to the table?
Yeah, what you mean?
They might have tattoos. Or piercings.
What you're talking about there is that people with no experience in law making decisions.
Yeah.
And they shouldn't do.
Yeah. And I don't think that they're impartial, because, and I said this in the live stream.
Well, they won't be by the time they got to the end of the trial, will they?
They're going to be swayed by whichever barrister, whether counsel for the defence or counsel for the prosecution, whoever puts the best act on, they're going to be swayed by that. They're not trained to be impartial and look beyond what's said and how it's said to actually assess the facts. They're going to be They're just normal people off the string, and they're going to be swayed by a really good advocacy, which, as I've told you before, is how I run my cases.
Mm.
I was just a really good actor and liar.
Yeah, and you still are.
I can't be because I'm poor.
Oh, that's true enough, yeah. Unless you're not.
Oh, I'm definitely poor. How can you be poor? You've got 7 cars. Yeah, that's why I'm poor.
Well, yeah, very few people would have 7 cars and be that poor.
It's true.
But you're a bit like you're a bit like a bit like the aristocracy, but like a child's version. Where they've got land, they've got property and assets,
but they've not got any cash.
They haven't got any money to look after the stuff. Yeah.
That's 40 towers, isn't it? Of course it's tatty. Only the upper class would have tat like that.
Yeah.
Do you want to go with Faulty Towers next lines?
Oh, that's an interesting one. Go on then, you start.
Okay. Yes, that's right. We are
orally men.
Correct. You orally. You watch it.
Okay.
Please, which one is man with beard? Ah, see. You are a hideous orangutan. Well done, Manuel. Thank you so much.
Okay. Oh, I know. Yes, I know. Oh, I know.
Well, why is she telling you then?
Your turn.
I've laid it on the line to you time and time again. Right, that's it.
Oh, you're going to get a damn good thrashing.
Close enough.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a damn good thrashing.
Yes. That's funny. Yesterday, I was up at Senior Mustards and we opened the garage up, and there is his Austin 1300. He got in it. It didn't start. I was going to say, shall I go and get a branch?
Wouldn't it be cool to take Senior Mustard's car down to where that was filmed?
It's not the same car, though, is it? That's the thing.
No, but it's the same type of car.
Well, it's
Start, you vicious bastard.
Because we were talking about models and how, because that car gets quite a lot of attention.
Oh, hang on, I've just thought of a really good one. Can I just interrupt you in that? No, I said. Niggers are the West Indians.
You're not going to bother trying to monetize that, are you?
Next line, please.
Oh, something about wogs, wasn't it?
These people are wogs!
That's it, yeah.
Strange thing was, throughout the match, she kept referring to the Indians as niggers. No, I said, niggers are the West Indians. These people are wogs. Lovely girl, don't know where she is now. She's still got my wallet. I love the Major.
Yeah, well, I suppose because that kind of character was still about at that time.
Wouldn't that be a fabulous...
And they have long gone now.
Well, I wonder if they have now. Do you know how much it cost to stay in an old age people's home?
Oh, no, I don't, funnily enough.
Have a guess, how much per week?
£194.
It's about 800 quid a week.
Ooh, that's more.
And what a lot of old people do who've got money, and bear in mind that now you have to sell your house.
Mm.
If you've got a house worth money, you have to sell it so you can go and pay through the nose. Don't want to do it. They go on a cruise instead, and they live on cruise ships.
Right.
Because it costs less than living in an old person's home. And I love that idea. I love the idea of when you're really old, just staying in a slightly shoddy hotel and just living there without having a clue really what's going on. I think that's a nice way to do it. And just wafting around in a world of your own. Tie's a bit bright, isn't it, Major? Oh, I didn't like the chap. One of those, you know. Well, he was dead, dear. Men are men, Mrs. Faulty. Oh, I know. What was your favourite episode?
I don't know. I kind of think every single one of them is my favourite.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it for years, and I kind of have the urge to watch it now.
Oh, God. You did feel...
I like the Doctor.
Oh, Dr. Price?
Yeah. Once,
I'm a doctor. I'm a doctor and I want my sausages.
Yeah, that's what line I was going to do, actually.
Jeffrey Palmer, that was, wasn't it? And make sure that the area is thoroughly scrubbed before any food is prepared here. Sausages accepted. You may cook those immediately. Is not allowed. Bye bye, please. Bye bye. That's on the outside, that Beards and Bangers sticker, isn't it?
Yeah, there's no chance of scraping it off from the inside. Look at that one. Those stickers go if you leave them on. It's bad. That's crumbly.
I'm ashamed
to the glass plastic.
I'm quite ashamed to say that I've stripped Sir Richard Moore of stickers.
Did it have a load on?
4.
I didn't even notice. Let me guess. Did it have a Lloyd Vehicle Consulting sticker on it?
It did.
Right. Did you say that off?
I did.
Did it have a Rover 45 Owners Club sticker on it?
Something like that, yeah.
And did you take it off?
Yes.
Right. Did it have a Marks and Spencer's loyalty card sticker on it?
No.
Right, so 2 of them. There were 4 altogether.
Yeah.
See, we don't do anything without it being a game, do we? You've got to guess what the other stickers were. Open up.
Yes.
Yeah. I remember that one.
That was the first one up.
Right. Oh. And then also, quite possibly, Furious Driving.
No. It wasn't a channel.
Oh, right.
You won't get it. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was a sticker for a particular classic car show.
Oh, right, I see. Well, Bewley.
Whatever it was. I know, it's in the bin now. I hate stickers.
Yeah, I do as well.
But people go to a lot of effort and expense to push their YouTube channel, don't they?
Mm. Yeah, I should do the same.
Unless you're hubbing up or Furious Driving and they go to a lot of effort to flog overpriced merch to the general population. I could genuinely sleep now.
Probably not a good idea though, is it?
Oh, almost certainly not. Because I also want to smoke, and combining the two.
I want tea.
Oh, it's in a cup of.
Mm.
Tea for 2, 2 for tea, 2 titties.
Now in Smashing Pistons.
Oh! What's going on in Spanking Plankton? Oh gosh, I've got lots of...
Yeah, they always will be, won't they? There's always things to keep. We haven't done any stats. Should we do some stats?
Oh, God. Okay.
Well, I think it's only fair. We used to do them when I was ahead of you, so now that you're ahead of me...
Only on one?
It'd be rude of us to just not bother any longer.
Oh, why couldn't we have done it the other day when mine was sky high?
What was it, 8,000 views? You had a couple of shorts on the go.
In 48, yeah. Go on, right.
I had about 7,000. Okay, subscriptions. 4,473.
4,775.
Did I say 4,473?
I think so.
Right. You're 300 ahead of me. And do you know what? I'm 3 behind I was yesterday.
Oh, that hurts. Somebody watched our live streams.
No, that happened last night. It got to 4,475 just as I posted the video. And then I just refreshed and it just dropped by 3. So it wasn't off the video.
You might find that it's just YouTube clearing out fake profiles.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's better to assume that than assume that you put some shit up.
Well, I have.
Oh, we all have.
Okay then. Right. Let's do...
I've done alright on subs because of the card on Monday.
Yeah, but that did you quite good, didn't it?
And I'm expecting another jump when the video goes out. Sorry, what's next?
Views?
Hold on. What, 28 days?
Yeah.
32.7.
Oh, that's quite good actually. 54.3. That is good though.
It's better.
Mind you, that for me, I am thinking it should be more. Because that's still... oh no, hang on. No, sorry. I'm aiming for 2,000 a day before I'm happy with it, I reckon, for the moment.
Right.
That's why. So you got 1,000 a day then, averaging, haven't you?
Yeah, more.
Watch time, 28 days, 4,500.
1.9.
Oh, I think I've beaten you there then.
Well and truly.
Subscribers, 124.
418.
It's just a pity your subscribers aren't watching your videos, isn't it?
I lost a load. I wonder if that was the same time as you. I think YouTube must have done a cull.
Yeah, quite possibly.
My Land Rover video is still climbing at the same steady rate.
Is it?
Yeah. It's up to 1,500 now.
Yeah, that's good.
It's good for my standards.
That's what you need, is a lot more of those.
What have we not done?
So, what have we not done?
Revenue.
We don't do that live on video, do we?
Oh, no, we don't.
Well, I mean, what's there to hide? Mine's not that good, actually.
It'll be better than mine.
£235.
£72.70. You know, we're not going to be making our living from this anytime soon, are we?
No. Real-time views last hour.
Oh, okay.
77.
Oh no. Last hour. 29.
I win.
48 hours.
3,330.
1,253.
Oh yes.
How many videos have you got up now?
I don't know. We'll check another thing, haven't I?
Because this is going to be the next thing that I beat you on.
Well, hopefully it'll be the last. Oh, there's me again.
Probably will be, actually.
Oh, right, no. Boaty's going live. 44 views. Streamed 3 hours ago.
1,190,659.
I
don't think so. You haven't put up 1 million videos.
I have.
Yeah, it just feels like that.
Yeah. I don't know.
Actually, if you included all of the ones where you've got Nigel ready to go for a show, that's got to be close on 1 million.
Yeah. I can't find it now. Where do you find it? Oh, manage videos.
No, you have to go onto your YouTube, not Studio.
Yeah, no, I'm on there.
Oh, go to your homepage. And it should be just underneath your channel name.
It just says 1K videos.
Oh, okay, 1K. Yeah. 680. I'm catching you.
680, quite a long way off, actually.
Yeah, you've been going 3 times as long as me. So you should have 3 times my videos. You've been slacking.
Oh, well, I wouldn't call it slacking.
You have started slacking. You used to have a video out every day, more often than not. And now it's about 3 or 4 a week.
Yeah, well, I have been thinking that maybe 1 a day is too much.
I don't think so.
No?
Well, it depends what you're putting out. I mean, if you were, if you're putting out standalone videos like James does, then maybe. But if it's just the ongoing story of your, I think they need to be daily. I'm loving doing my daily diaries. I like that continuity, and you don't have to make an effort for the video. It's just those little things that go on in your day, and I love the fact that they're going in there. I wish I'd started doing them sooner.
They're a nice idea.
And they're nice and easy to do, you know, no intro, no outro, just a simple fade in, fade out. Inconsequential little bits, and I love doing the Arkwright bit. I've always wanted to do this. It's the only thing, it's the only idea, well, it's not, it's the only thing I've wanted to do in video form. I've wanted to do it for decades. And it's the Arkwright bit. You remember Open All Hours? Do you remember at the end of every episode, it's Arkwright closing up?
Yeah.
And he sums up the day. Well, it's been a funny sort of day. Mrs. Barnsdale, whippet, got at my trouser leg, and that's how every episode goes. Well, I do that now. Last thing at night, when I'm absolutely drunk as a skunk, I go and stand outside the front of the cottage and I do my Arkwright bit. Right, well, that's it for today. Blah, 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 blah. I love doing that.
Yeah, that's very you.
And then I love saying good morning to them.
I always find at the end of your live streams, you go, right, let's all go to bed. It's like everybody's got to go to bed because you are.
Well, no, they're all ready for bed. I'm not going to bed. I'm the one who stays up. I'm the grown-up.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
I'm sure the lights are switched off.
I'm sending them to bed because it's past their bedtime. And, you know, they've been kind enough to stay awake.
And it's past my cup of tea time, I reckon.
Yeah, and I need a cigarette. I've been nicotine deprived today, thanks to that silly man and his silly car.
Oh, but, yeah, of course. Yes, not. Yes, a whole hour without one.
2 hours, 1 hour, 1 hour back. Right then, my lovelies. That
we had one while we were there.
That, eh?
We had one whilst we were there.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, but the hour getting there and the hour back.
No, you had one halfway there as well.
No, all right. Be sure to join us next time when Mustard and Boaty do lunch. Oh, and
as an extra,
as an extra, who would we love to have lunch with one day?
Oh, that definitely have to be Barry Shitpeas, I would say.
They call him Barry Shitpeas because he shits peas.
I got the wrong harmony there.